Hey everyone, it's Natasha. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Top Student PreK workbook by Evan-Moor. I was so excited when I had the chance to review this for you guys. I was sent this by Evan-Moor to review. The reason I was so excited was for one particular part of this, which was social and emotional learning. I'll get more into that, but that was my main reason that I wanted to get this workbook. But it has way more than just the SEL. So we have STEM, science, computer science, SEL, geography, alphabet, early writing, early reading, reading comprehension, and numbers and counting. Activities to keep you at the top of your class. Again, this is by Evan-Moor, and it is correlated to current standards, and it includes a poster and stickers. So if you flip to the back, you will see we have a poster here of the alphabet, okay, and then there are also stickers here, which my daughter has already taken some, but there is also a answer key in the back in case you do need that. But let's get into the really good stuff. So first of all, I want to point this out here. This is awesome. This book includes mindful moment activities that practice reflection and relaxation to support social and emotional health. Use your smartphone or other device to read the QR code on page 302 to access the Mindful Moments audio. I did another review of an Evan-Moor PreK book, and it was the first time I've ever used a QR code. And let me just tell you, it is so cool. I never knew what they were until I started using Evan-Moor, and specifically the ones with QR codes. But it is amazing because you can just scan it with the app on your phone, the QR app on your phone, and it brings up additional things. I mean, it's just crazy. In this case, it's to support emotional and social health. But anyway, just thought that is the coolest thing. So here we have a place to write your name. And then we have the contents. So this covers pretty much everything you can imagine for pre-K. The book is also very thick, so this really can be used, in my opinion, as a pretty comprehensive pre-K curriculum. Or you can use it as a supplement if your kid is in school and you just want some extra work for them to do. I mean, really, you can use it however you'd like, but it is pretty comprehensive. As you can see, it's alphabet, letters, and sounds, early writing, early reading, reading comprehension, numbers and counting, shapes, colors, and patterns, sorting and matching, opposites, science, mindful moments, STEM, geography, social and emotional learning, computer science, and answer key. Now, the computer science is not on a computer. It is in this workbook, so I will show you that as well. Okay, so we've got what's inside. This gives you a basic understanding of all the different things that are inside this workbook. And then we have a checklist. So check each activity as you complete it. I did it. So alphabet, letters, and sounds, early writing, early reading, and so forth. Now, what I was thinking would be a great thing to do with this would be to pull it out and put it in a page protector. And if you wanted to use this as a homeschool curriculum, you can have your child do a page from each of those sections each day, or just kind of use this as a loop. So as they go down, say you only get to here, and the next day you can pick up here and then go back to the top and constantly be looping back. That's another great idea if you can't get it all in one day, because that is a lot of different topics to cover. So you could just keep looping it like that. Okay, or you could just go section by section if you wanted to do that too. You could do all the alphabet section, then all the early writing section, however you want to use it. But I just wanted to point out that loop idea. Okay, so we've got the alphabet section. And I thought, dot markers would be another great thing to use with this, because I feel like pre-Kers love dot markers. So just another little thing there, instead of circling the A's, they can use dot markers, and they can use dot markers here. So I definitely say dot markers would be a great addition to this book. But it says the skills that they're working on the top. As you can see, it's in full color, and the pages are perforated. So, there's a lot of pages in here. So if you just want to pull out the pages for that day, you can easily do that. Put them on a clipboard or put them in a manila folder, and your student won't be overwhelmed. And so it just goes through the alphabet in order like that. Okay, so that is the alphabet section. Okay, and then we have a couple review pages here. And then we have an activity, a name tracing art project. And then we have an ABC train, so that's pretty fun. Then we get into early writing. So we've got some tracing lines here. And then we're going to get into writing letters. Again, it's going to go through the whole alphabet. So if you're working on letter A, for example, on the alphabet, you could do an A alphabet page and then an A early writing page, for example. We're going to go through the whole alphabet. And it gives you, you can do it down here where they then try to draw just one by themselves. So it's not too overwhelming. So they're tracing, but they're just going to try. You can do it, try. And they're going to try and draw one by themselves. Okay, and then we have the review page here. They're going to match the uppercase and lowercase letters. They're going to write the missing letters to finish the alphabet. So again, it'd probably be good to, coincide those two sections. Then we have early reading here. So we're working on going left to right and top to bottom. And we're going to work on following directions. We're going to work on color words. Visual discrimination here with these boxes. And you can make this little word slider here with the color words. We've got some beginning sight words. So that's how that kind of goes in that section, that early reading section. So it's all about, color words and sight words. Okay, and then we have a review here. Then we have reading comprehension. We have little stories and little activities that go with the story. Lots of cutting and pasting. Okay. Then we have numbers and counting. So we start with 0. And we work through the numbers. Draw one more moon. So definitely want to have glue, scissors, and scissors handy as well. For every couple numbers, there is a review. Got some games there. Then we go to shapes, colors, and patterns. So they're going to work on their shapes, colors, and patterns here. We've got sorting and matching. Oh, here's another example of an art project here. They're going to be making this little cute octopus pattern art. So that's pretty cute. And we've got the sorting and matching. And then we have opposites. So there's just a couple pages of opposites, and then we get into science. Alright, so we're talking about day and night, and seasons, and weather. We have little poems, animals, more cut and paste activities. Okay, then we have our mindful moments. So find a quiet place to sit, close your eyes, put your hand on your belly, breathe in and out, feel your belly go in and out. Think about how your body feels. Does your tummy feel full? Do your eyes feel tired? Listen to the quiet around you. Let your mind rest. And here are the QR codes. So this is listen to the audio, and this one's for students in China. So if you happen to be in China, you would use that one. And then they can color mindfully. And then we have STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. So these are little projects and worksheets to do. So here's an example of a project here. Going to plan, create, test, and did it work? And they can glue or draw their project here. Then we get into geography. So it's basic geography, maps. Left and right, up and down, lake, pond, river, hill, mountain. Then we have SEL, the social and emotional learning. All right, so this talks all about feelings. It talks about things you can do to help you feel better when you're mad. Things that are good, like helping a friend, but some things that are not so good, like not playing nice with others. Here we have recycle, plant trees, keep the earth clean. Have you done any of these things? Yes or no? We have some silly faces that they can use for their emotions here, so they can glue them on here. Then we have computer science. And so with computer science, it's basically understanding that computers do many things. They follow steps. So it's like following step-by-step directions is really what this computer science is about. And so it's not working on the computer, it's learning the basics of following directions, step-by-step order and patterns, things that they will need if they do, do any coding and things like that. So that is the computer science, and here we have a very basic, kind of like pre-coding activity here. And then we have our answer key. So that is the Pre-K Top Student by Evan-Moor. Isn't this program amazing? I wanted to tell you my top 3 things about this program. So number 1 is that I haven't personally found a comprehensive workbook like this that includes these things here, all of them. You can find comprehensive workbooks with maybe some of these things, but not all of them. This is the only one that I truly know of that has STEM, science, computer science, SEL, and geography all in one book. Now you can find lots of comprehensive workbooks with these other things in them, but nothing compares to this one. My number 2 top reason for using this book is the ease of use. I really like that scheduling sheet in the front that I showed you, where I can just loop right through it and my daughter can check it off herself. I love that. So ease of use with that scheduling sheet is another reason that I love this. My 3rd top reason for loving this workbook is for the SEL, the social emotional learning. SEL is becoming a more popular term and easier to find items for, but it's still not that easy, and I can use all the SEL that I can get my hands on with my daughter, and so that really is a huge hit for me. In fact, if Evan-Moor ever came out with a SEL workbook on its own, I would definitely buy it. But that is my 3rd top reason for loving this workbook. So I hope that gives you a great idea about what this workbook is like and how you could use it in your homeschool or in your after school activities. I think all pre-K students could definitely benefit from this book. I think it's perfectly appropriate for 4 to 5-year-olds. Some 3-year-olds may be able to do it, but some of the activities might be a little challenging for 3-year-olds. But for the most part, I think 4 to 5 is probably the perfect age for this. It's definitely right at my daughter's level, who is 4. And so I hope that gave you a great idea, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to put a link down below where you can pick this up. Top Student is not just in pre-K. It spans a bunch of different grade levels, and so I'm going to link down below all of those that you can find below. But this is a brand new product by Evan-Moor, and I think they hit it out of the park with this. This is exactly what I would want in a comprehensive workbook, and I got it. So I hope that you like this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more homeschooling videos. I'm also going to put a link to my playlist down below, which shows all of the Evan-Moor reviews that I've done, because if you've been around here for any amount of time, you know that I seriously love Evan-Moor and use it in our homeschool. And anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk with you soon.